Hello everyone, it's Brother-Vinni, and today we take part in Moson Model Show in Hungary. So today is Friday, show will start tomorrow, and now I'm setting up my booth. I have bring almost everything, and it's about 300 miniatures and figures. Events like this is a great opportunity to meet my customers in real life and also communicate with other figure producers, with other sculptures, and I love it so much. For example, in this time my neighbor is my friend Sergei Savinkov of Tartar Miniatures that come from Italy. So the hall is still free of people, but some miniatures are already on the tables. Okay, let's walk around and take a look what we have here. Here I see some big figures of beautiful characters from different computer games and movies. I guess it's 3D printed and presented in boxes like kits for assembling. This is my favorite one. It's a shelf with anime figures, big scales and very cute girls. I love it very much. By the way, I also have sculpted some anime characters, and you can take a look and order it in our web store. Oh, I guess I know this guy from computer game. He is not painted yet, but looks very impressive. Some knight with very complicated armor, very high detailed figure, and it's big enough. I guess it's about 20 or 15 centimeters tall. Here is a piece of Greek mythology, and I guess some famous characters from fairy tales. This is some vehicles in 72 scale. I guess it's about World War II. And we can see it also assembled and in boxes too. Here we can see another 3D printed female characters. I guess it's historical and also pseudo-historical, but it looks very good. Here is presented painted and assembled. I can see many interesting characters, fantasy, historical. The next table is generally about World War II. I see big figures and also vehicles. It's marketed as handly sculpted. I guess it's much more about figures, but maybe not. And it looks very good. I guess this sculptor is very talented. This booth is small but very beautiful. I see very dynamical and interesting nicely sculpted animals, and also two female barbarians, absolutely in my taste. If I would sculpt something like this, it will be looked like this. It's a table of a very talented sculptor from Bulgaria. He called Georgi Stamov. He makes historically accurate miniatures and also a lot of comic and fantasy and sci-fi characters. And sometimes very artistic things like this, for example. I love it very much. It's very expressive. And my second favorite ones is these classical Egyptian girls, because I also have sculpted something like this, but in another scale. Moson is a really international show, and here there are a lot of people who comes even from Japan, Korea and China. For example, this guy bring a lot of boxes with Gundam models. I guess it's some kind of giant mecha, giant robots, and it's very popular and famous in Japanese culture. I don't understand anything about this, but it looks very impressive. Oh, take a look. This table is very interesting because about 90% of figures are animals. I guess these guys are really fans of sculpting animals. I guess it's 3D printed too, but it's very good because I see dynamical poses and also some interesting stories. We can see animals hunting or fighting. For example, take a look, we have some kind of terrible snake that eating another animal, and fight between crocodile and giant snake like anaconda, and many different things. Also a little bit of fantasy characters. And for example, this guy, take a look, he's really big. I guess it's about 40 or 50 centimeters tall, and I can't imagine how heavy it is, maybe 3 or 4 kilos. And this is a smaller size, and I guess here we can find a lot of civilians, a lot of non-combatant miniatures that may be very useful for making different dioramas for any period and any scale. Another big and beautiful figures, and I guess it's well-known Pegaso models. Now I can see they have made a line of big beautiful female characters called Domina, and it looks very impressive because they're beautiful sculpted and very highly detailed. I guess painting these miniatures, it should be a real challenge for the painter, but it should be very interesting. Another important thing in modelism, wooden bases. And this is some rotating vitrina with something Warhammer style, I guess. but actually these guys sells different plants, grass, trees, and something like this. This is the second hull, and it was full of tools, materials, colors, and any helpful things for our hobby. Now let's jump to the maybe most interesting part of this show, painting competition. There are about hundreds or maybe thousands works from hundreds of artists, and I will make different posts in our Instagram where I have separate these figures by categories. So figures, big figures, busts, dioramas, vehicles, etc. Because I guess it's not very comfortable to see it in video, so I have made some beautiful enough pictures and I will post it in my social networks. Now it's just a short preview. Of course, ships and boats are represented too on this show. This is my favorite one. It's very ancient, made of the wood. I love this style, but it's not only one. And I repeat, I have made some pictures for you, and you can see it in details. This is one of the most impressive vehicle by my taste. I guess it's some Star Tractor from Aliens franchise, but take a look how it's brutal, how it's mighty, powerful and expressive, how it's diorama made of mud, of these dirty wheels. I love it very much. I guess one of the most favorite themes in modelism is tanks, of course tanks. I don't know anything about tanks actually, so I have made for you some long video and many beautiful pictures, so you can take a look and enjoy. Trust me, there was really hundreds of tanks in this show. Of course, more peaceful things was represented too. For example, like these sport cars, racing cars, and sometimes it was made in very cute, beautiful retro style. For example, like this, with a driver or mechanic. I don't know who it is. Maybe some repairman. So, guys and girls, thank you for watching. Subscribe to our channel. And keep abreast, I will make more posts with pictures. Goodbye, see you!